with a strange legal document because I guess you can't acquire it here for some reason. I don't know.
You got it from Australia, you said? Because that's where it's...
It was from Great Britain, I guess, England.
Okay, yeah, it's big in Australia, and there's actually some really good literature about it. So I'd be using, as long as you have it, use the Curaderm. It's usually used for people who already have non-melanoma skin cancer, but you might be protected.
I do have one. I have one that I'm treating that it's near my eye, which is why I didn't want to have it excised. So I've been trying this.
How's it working? Is it working for you?
Yeah, it affects the cancer. I mean, it actually burns, but only the cancerous area, and it doesn't really affect the skin around it much. It irritates it a little bit, but it has a definite effect. I haven't gotten through the treatment, but...
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah. So you already know about that. All right. Well, you're on the right track. Make sure you're using your veggies. Veggies got wonderful, wonderful anti-cancer. Vegetables grow in the sun and they never get skin cancer. They never get wrinkles. They just thrive in the sun. And now, why is that? Because they've got these meaning plant, phytonutrients that help protect them from the sun, and they can protect us from the sun as well. Of course, these phytonutrients are fatty for the most part, so you got to make sure your liver's working correctly and your digestive system is working correctly. You got your gallbladder, so you can absorb these fatty nutrients. A neat trick to get the fatty nutrients out of foods is to braise or to steam your veggies and then add fat to your veggies, either oils or coconut oil or butter, to kind of pull the flavonoids and the carotenes, these sun protective phytonutrients, out of the vegetables and make it easier for your body to access them. Sounds like you're on the right track, though, Tim. Thanks so much for your call. We're gonna move on and welcome Rebecca to the bright side. Rebecca Rohr. I met Rebecca in April, and we started chatting. Aside from the fact that she's incredibly beautiful to look at, she's amazingly inspiring, and her story was, after talking to her for a few minutes, I was like, Rebecca, we got to get you on the air to tell your story about how you supported yourself and your family through multi-level, and how you built yourself a pretty healthy business via network marketing. Rebecca started off with the Jordan Rubin products, and I want Rebecca to get on the air and tell her story about how she got involved with Jordan, with the Beyond Organic line of products, and then how she got involved with longevity and how she built her longevity business. So please welcome to the bright side, Rebecca Rohr. What's up, Rebecca?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, somebody told me that you were a competitive bodybuilder. Is that true?
Well, it wasn't bodybuilding per se. There's a category in the bodybuilding world called figure, where you do sculpt, but you keep it feminine looking. So I never got super scary like you would see.
There are some scary looking ladies out there in the bodybuilding world, but whatever floats your boat. But you're not scary looking. You're very beautiful. So good deal.
Thank you.
All right, so I talked to you for a little bit in last April at the Longevity Convention that I saw you again in September, and every time I talk to you, I get inspired. So I wanted you to share your story. It's so inspiring, especially for women who are either raising a family or they're single moms and they want to stay at home, they don't want to go off to work. There's so many opportunities in network marketing. I thought maybe you could share your story. First of all, how did you get involved with Jordan, and how did you get involved with the Beyond Organic line of products?
It goes back a little bit, even before Beyond Organic was really a thought. To touch briefly, when I was 24, I was diagnosed with a really serious digestive disease. I really had a story similar to Jordan's, and it almost killed me. But my first experience with Jordan Rubin's message was through that, and utilizing his first book, I was able to find complete healing of my disease, which was said couldn't be healed. So that was my first taste of what Jordan Rubin has to offer.
Was it Crohn's disease or celiac? What did you?
It was ulcerative colitis.
Okay,
all right. Pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Were they giving you steroid drugs and you were going from doctor to doctor, that whole thing?
Oh, it was terrible. Steroids, you name it, I was on it. There was a time when my face was, you looked at me and I was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. It was just really bad. It pulled a lot from my body, and it was a really tough time because I know for a fact if I would have continued with the medical route, they would have taken my colon out, all different things. I was given some pretty horrible diagnosis. So. And
you weren't a nutrition-minded person, or were you? I mean, did you know about nutritional stuff?
I was not.
Okay, you're just a regular.
I wasn't at the time.
So you were eating regular food and lunch meats and all that stuff, and nobody linked the specific foods. Nobody told you to link the specific foods to your issues. You just assumed it was a condition that you had, just something you had to live with.
I ended up going to the doctor, and it was diagnosed because it was very severe. And, I was pretty much given no hope, and I lived with it. You live in like a prison in that, and I lived with it for years, following the medical route. It got worse and worse, and really it was, my family, you don't know what you don't know. And we, didn't know, and it was upon someone giving Jordan Rubin's first book to my sister that not only started my path to healing, but started opening up my family's eyes as well.
That's awesome. And so when did you make a business out of it? When did you start to incorporate the products and the ideas in the business sense into your life?
Well, the business itself came to me. There was a portion in my life not long ago. Beyond Organic was launched in November of 2011, and that was Jordan's company. And I had gone through a series of my life where before when I was sick, I was in a pretty abusive marriage and had a hard time escaping that. And really only women that have been in that can understand how hard it is to escape that. But I did, but I pretty much lost everything in my life, down from, I had the clothes on my back and $800 car in Florida without a penny to my name. And,
wow.
And at that same time.
And you were a mom? You had a kid too, right?
It was after that, I still kind of made some bad choices, and I became pregnant. And then I found myself through that situation on government assistance, not knowing what to do. I had no hope.
Wow.
You don't really know what to do. A lot of women, I had to sit in the offices, and those government
Rebecca, we got to take a break. Hang tight. Hang on to that thought, okay? We just got to take a break. We're talking to Rebecca Rohrer, telling us her story, very inspiring story about how she got involved with the longevity line of products. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Many scientific studies have linked inflammation in the human body to several common health challenges suffered by Americans every day.
This idea about essential fatty acids getting turned into inflammatory or non-inflammatory chemicals. If you're dealing with an inflammatory issue like arthritis, and many diseases and many immune conditions have inflammatory components. If you have any inflammatory issues, essential fatty acids are maybe the most important nutritional supplements you could use. If you have fat absorption problems, you're going to want to take your EFAs with digestive enzymes, with fatty meals. It can also help improve your ability to process and absorb these super mega important nutritional compounds, essential fatty acids.
To keep inflammation at a minimum in your body, do what Ben Fuchs does and order Ultimate EFAs and Ultimate EFA Plus from Longevity by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-890-2605. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station. but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-890-2605. That's 1-800-890-2605. Call 1-800-890-2605.
Do you have relatives and friends that are convinced there is no need ever to prepare for any kind of emergency? Are these also folks you buy Christmas presents for? At 30dayfoodsupply.com, we can solve both of these problems at the same time. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010. We can ship your Christmas presents directly to them. Choose from our original $99 30-day food supply, our long-term storage vegan burger mixes, and other oatmeal, soups, porridges, beans, and granolas for everyday use. All products are non-GMO, MSG-free, and vegetarian. Most are gluten, soy, and nut-free. Call 541-229-0010 today. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low, cutting out the middleman by buying directly from their producers in Oregon. Remember, only $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit the website 30dayfoodsupply.com. Call 541-229-0010. 30dayfoodsupply.com. 541-229-0010.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're talking to Rebecca Rohrer. She's telling us her story about how she got involved with the Beyond Organic products and the longevity products, built herself a business, and is now, I believe, raising a family, raising a couple kids. One child or two, Rebecca?
One
child. Okay, one and done. All right, continue. We got about 5 minutes or so. Continue. Let's hear continue with what you were saying. So you made some bad choices, and you were on government assistance, and then you met Jordan, or how did that all transpire?
Well, I actually came across Beyond Organic on the web and saw that it was being launched. And really in that moment, I saw and knew that for me there was a way out. And it gave me that inspiration to know that, wow, somebody like me in my situation can take this and take my knowledge or take my passion, which was, that lifestyle at the time, and actually grow a business and be able to have a life for my son and I. And that's where I started from there with Beyond Organic right when it launched.
Did you have like a period where you had to go through a learning curve? Did you make money right away? Was it successful? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. It's definitely a learning curve. To be honest with everyone, there was probably more tears of despair than tears of joy when you're first starting out, because you put your heart on the line and you want so badly to make it happen, and you have all your dreams that you want. But it's hard work. They call it network marketing, not lazy marketing. So,
all right, I got it.
But I kept doing it, and yep.
So you muscled through, and then when was it that you started to turn it around? You started to get some positive feedback.
It takes, it's exactly the way they say, to be honest with you, in the industry. For me at the time, it took about 1.5 years to get to the point where I finally reached the hump and started to see duplication in action, to where I actually created an actual replacement income for what I needed at the time.
That's awesome. In 1.5 years, you were able to just make a living and do what you need to do strictly through network marketing without having to. That's pretty awesome, Rebecca. And that was raising a kid, you and your kid, or you were a single mom at the time?
I was a single mom when I started. I'm no longer a single mom, but for most of that time in my career, yes, I was a single mom. Yep.
And how did longevity come along? How did that happen?
Well, Beyond Organic was looking for a new home, and we were blessed beyond belief to become a brand of longevity, and I was blessed to be able to be a part of the leadership that helped bring Beyond Organic over, and it has been an absolute blessing beyond belief that we have this new home.
Now, what's your take? Give me a couple of ideas. Tell us what you think about the longevity people, the longevity business, the longevity products. What's been your general impression?
Oh gosh, we probably don't have enough time.
Just a couple ideas.
It's been absolutely amazing, because we took what we already loved and we added in. When you add longevity, you add so many other opportunities that if you can't find a home for something that you're passionate about within longevity, then you just can't find a home anywhere because they have everything. And the leadership when we came in